Rosemary Rogers, and I'm running for Ward 1 and 6 in Rochester. Now, I was born poor in Wolfboro, New Hampshire, prior to the Depression. My father was an auto mechanic and my mother was a nurse. I'm the oldest of 3 children, and my early education was in Wolfboro and Samronville schools until the 8th grade. I graduated from Spalding High with the best class of 1945 and went on to UNH, where I majored in physical education under the recreation option and graduated in 1949. After graduation, like many young people, I had a whole series of jobs. Community recreation, recreation with student nurses, Girl Scouts, recreational mental hospital, a factory job with GE while my brother was in Korea. I was contemplating a job with the Girl Scouts when I was recruited by the YWCA in Waterbury, Connecticut, where I worked for 8 years and obtained my master's degree in social work under the group work option. In 1962, I moved back to my home state and had 2 children and worked for the New Hampshire Association for the Blind for 26 years, ending up Director of Professional Service. This experience helped me gain an overall perspective of the state and the problems people have in different regions. I tend to see the state in regional terms, and I'm aware of the changes that have been taking place in each of the regions. Since blindness happens to people of every class, I have a perspective on the very rich and the very poor and everyone in between. My social work training has colored my politics and the way I approach the state's problems. I view problem solving as all sides working together to create a solution that is acceptable to everyone. And I'm opposed to one party dictating the solution in advance and everyone following. I have already had 4 terms in the legislature, so I'm experienced with the legislative process. I take no position on any question in advance. I have to see a bill before I decide its value to my constituents, and I ask before I vote, is this good for the state as a whole, and how will it affect my constituents?